For centuries, the pineal gland has been cloaked in mystery. Medical textbooks describe it as an endocrine gland, a small structure buried deep in the center of the brain, responsible for producing hormones. But that clinical description barely scratches the surface. This gland has been called the seat of the soul, the third eye, the gateway between the physical and the spiritual. And modern research is beginning to confirm what ancient wisdom has always known. The pineal gland is far more than a biological clock. It is a bridge, a translator, a receiver tuned to frequencies most people never consciously access. And the time when it operates at peak capacity, when its full potential is unleashed, is between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. So what really happens during those hours? And why does it matter? The pineal gland is small, roughly 5 to 8 millimeters in length, weighing about 150 milligrams. It sits near the center of the brain, tucked between the two hemispheres, in a region that has puzzled anatomists for centuries because of its unique position and structure. Unlike most of the brain, the pineal gland is not protected by the blood-brain barrier. This means it has direct access to the bloodstream, allowing the hormones it produces to circulate rapidly throughout the body. From a purely physiological perspective, the gland's primary function is the production of melatonin, a hormone most people associate with sleep. Melatonin regulates the circadian rhythm, the internal clock that tells the body when to rest and when to wake. But melatonin does far more than induce drowsiness. It is a powerful antioxidant, protecting cells from oxidative stress. It strengthens the immune system. It reduces inflammation. It has even been studied for its potential role in preventing certain cancers. But melatonin is only the beginning. During the critical window between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m., the pineal gland releases 3 additional substances, each with profound effects on the body and mind. The second hormone is serotonin, often called the happiness molecule. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter, meaning it facilitates communication between neurons. It influences mood, regulates appetite, supports memory, and even affects pain perception. Low serotonin levels are linked to depression, anxiety, insomnia, and difficulty concentrating. The pineal gland's production of serotonin during the night helps restore balance, ensuring that the body wakes not just rested, but emotionally regulated. The third substance is arginine vasotocin, a lesser-known compound that acts as a natural analgesic. It induces deep, restorative sleep. The kind of sleep where the body heals, where tissues regenerate, where the mind processes and integrates the experiences of the day. Without adequate arginine vasotocin, sleep remains shallow, fragmented, and ultimately ineffective. The fourth hormone is epithalamin, a molecule that plays a critical role in cognition. Epithalamin stimulates learning and memory. It enhances the brain's ability to form new neural connections, to retain information, to process complex ideas. In essence, it keeps the mind sharp, adaptable, and capable of growth. These 4 substances, melatonin, serotonin, arginine vasotocin, and epithalamin, are all released in heightened concentrations between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. This is not random. This is the body's design. During these hours, the pineal gland operates as a master regulator, orchestrating a symphony of biochemical processes that determine not just how someone sleeps, but how they think, feel, and heal. But here's where the science intersects with something older, something deeper. The activation of the pineal gland during this time window is not just a biological event. It is a spiritual one, and cultures across the world, separated by oceans and centuries, have independently recognized this. In the 17th century, the French philosopher René Descartes proposed a radical idea. He believed the pineal gland was the seat of the soul, the one place in the body where the immaterial mind connects with the material brain. Descartes was fascinated by the gland's unique structure. Unlike other parts of the brain, which are paired and symmetrical. The pineal gland is singular. One gland, one point of convergence. And he theorized that this singularity made it the interface between consciousness and flesh. Descartes didn't have modern neuroscience to support his claim, but he was onto something. The pineal gland is uniquely positioned to receive signals from the external environment, particularly light. Photoreceptors in the eyes detect changes in light and darkness, and this information travels through the optic nerve to the brain's internal clock. From there, signals are sent to the pineal gland, instructing it when to release melatonin. This is how the body knows when it's night, even when the eyes are closed. But ancient traditions took this a step further. They believed the pineal gland didn't just respond to physical light. It responded to spiritual light, to frequencies beyond the visible spectrum, to information that exists outside the five senses. In ancient Egypt, the pineal gland was symbolized by the Eye of Horus, a powerful emblem of protection, healing, and divine sight. The Eye of Horus was not just a physical eye. It represented the ability to see beyond the material, to perceive truth hidden beneath illusion. And the shape of the Eye of Horus, when overlaid on a cross-section of a human brain, aligns almost perfectly with the thalamus, hypothalamus, and pineal gland. The ancient Egyptians knew. They encoded this knowledge into their symbols, into their temples, into their rituals. In Hindu tradition, the pineal gland is associated with the Ajna chakra, the sixth energy center located between the eyebrows. The Ajna chakra is considered the seat of intuition, wisdom, and spiritual insight. When this chakra is open, perception expands. The mind gains access to knowledge that cannot be learned through books or taught through words. It is direct knowing, gnosis. In Buddhism, the pineal gland is linked to the Sahasrara chakra, the seventh and highest energy center at the crown of the head. The Sahasrara represents unity with the cosmos, the dissolution of the ego, the realization that separation is illusion. Activation of this chakra is said to bring enlightenment, a state where the individual consciousness merges with universal consciousness. And across these traditions, a common theme emerges. The pineal gland is the third eye, the eye that sees what the physical eyes cannot, the eye that perceives energy, intention, truth. But is this just symbolism, or is there something more? In 2016, paleontologists made a startling discovery. They found a 50-million-year-old fossilized lizard with a third eye on the top of its head. This eye, called the parietal eye, was light-sensitive and directly connected to the pineal gland. The parietal eye existed in many ancient reptiles and amphibians, and remnants of it can still be found in certain modern species like the tuatara, a lizard native to New Zealand. This discovery suggests something profound. The human pineal gland may have evolved from a literal third eye. It is located in the same region of the brain where the parietal eye once existed. It is photosensitive, responding to light even when buried deep inside the skull. And it contains structures that resemble the rods and cones found in the retina of the eye. Could it be that the third eye is not a metaphor, but a biological reality? A vestigial organ that once perceived light directly and now perceives something else, something beyond the visible spectrum? Recent research has uncovered another fascinating detail. The pineal gland contains crystalline structures, tiny formations made of calcite, the same mineral found in quartz. These crystals have piezoelectric properties, meaning they generate an electrical charge when subjected to pressure. This makes the pineal gland a natural transducer, capable of converting mechanical energy into electrical signals. In other words, the pineal gland functions like an antenna. It receives frequencies, processes them, and translates them into biochemical responses. And if it can receive frequencies from light, what else might it be receiving? Sound? Electromagnetic fields? Thought itself? This is where science and spirituality converge. Ancient mystics spoke of the pineal gland as a receiver of divine information, a portal to higher consciousness. Modern science is discovering that this description may not be metaphorical, it may be mechanical. So the question becomes, how is this portal activated? And more specifically, why does the window between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. matter so much? The answer lies in the body's natural rhythms. Between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m., the external world is quiet. Distractions fade. The noise of daily life subsides. This is when the pineal gland can operate without interference. Light exposure from screens, streetlights, and artificial sources suppresses melatonin production, disrupting the gland's natural function. But in darkness, in stillness, the gland activates fully. During these hours, the veil between waking and dreaming thins. The conscious mind quiets, the subconscious rises, and the pineal gland, freed from the demands of sensory processing, begins to tune into subtler frequencies. This is why meditation practitioners, yogis, and mystics have long emphasized the importance of early sleep and pre-dawn wakefulness. These are the hours when the third eye is most open. But modern life works against this. Artificial light floods homes and streets. Screens emit blue light that tricks the brain into thinking it's still daytime. People stay awake until midnight, scroll until 1 a.m., and wonder why sleep feels shallow and dreams feel distant. The pineal gland, starved of darkness, cannot perform its full function. The portal remains closed. So how can it be reopened? How can the sacred hours between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. be reclaimed? The first step is simple: honor the darkness. Turn off screens at least an hour before sleep. Dim the lights. Allow the body to recognize that night has come. This signals the pineal gland to begin melatonin production, preparing the system for rest. The second step is meditation. Even a few minutes of focused stillness before bed can shift the nervous system from sympathetic, fight or flight, to parasympathetic, rest and restore. This creates the internal environment where the pineal gland can activate fully. Focusing attention on the space between the eyebrows, the location of the third eye, can amplify this effect. The third step is breath work. Deep, rhythmic breathing increases oxygen flow to the brain, supporting the pineal gland's function. Practices like alternate nostril breathing or the 4-7-8 technique calm the mind and prepare the body for deep sleep. The fourth step is exposure to natural light during the day, particularly in the early morning. Sunlight helps regulate the circadian rhythm, ensuring that melatonin production occurs at the right time. A walk at dawn, even for 10 minutes, can recalibrate the internal clock. The fifth step is protecting the gland from calcification. Fluoride, found in tap water and toothpaste, accumulates in the pineal gland over time, hardening it and reducing its function. Filtering water, choosing fluoride-free products, and consuming foods rich in antioxidants can help prevent this. And finally, the practice of dream journaling. The hours between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. are when the deepest, most vivid dreams occur. Writing them down upon waking strengthens the connection between the conscious and subconscious mind, training the awareness to remain present even during sleep. Over time, this can lead to lucid dreaming, conscious awareness within the dream state, a phenomenon long associated with pineal gland activation. When these practices are followed consistently, something shifts. Dreams become more vivid, more symbolic, more meaningful. Intuition sharpens. Synchronicities multiply. There's a growing sense of being guided, of perceiving patterns that were always there but went unnoticed. The third eye begins to open, not suddenly, not dramatically, but gradually, like the slow lightening of the sky before dawn. And in that opening, a deeper understanding emerges. The pineal gland is not just an organ. It is a gateway, a bridge between the seen and the unseen, between the material and the spiritual, between the self and the infinite. The hours between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. are not just for sleep. They are for transformation, for healing, for awakening. And when those hours are honored, when the body is allowed to rest in darkness, when the mind is stilled and the gland is activated, something ancient stirs, something that has been waiting dormant for the signal to awaken. The pineal gland holds secrets, and those secrets are unlocked not through force, but through alignment, through honoring the rhythms that have existed long before artificial light, before screens, before the noise of modern life drowned out the whispers of the soul. The question is not whether the portal exists. The question is, will it be opened? The gland awakens in darkness. The third eye opens in stillness. And between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m., the portal waits.